This is where you and Scott usually start talking.
How now, brown cow? The arsonist had oddly shaped feet.
The Human Torch got a bank loan for a home or something. I don't remember how that goes.
Hello, listeners. Welcome back for another episode of Smoking Butts and Tapping Ash podcast with, tonight, your host,
Dave.
And Travis.
And that's it.
That's it tonight. You just got us. Scott is in the hospital still. He is recovering from surgery. I went and saw him last night for the first time.
Yeah.
They moved him to ICU step down. I didn't know that was such a thing until yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Well, I was nervous because I couldn't go see him when he was in
ICU step down.
Well, he goes, I'm in ICU. They're only letting, his mom and Stephanie were the only ones that went in. And I think they had to be like one at a time.
Well, I'm going to wait till he gets out of there.
Well, and that's the thing. Well, and he was out of there. And so, and it made sense because Stephanie had texted me. And she said, no, he can't have guests. She goes, maybe wait until he goes to step down. And I thought she was saying like the next step down. But then when I got there last night, room, blah, blah, and it said ICU step down. That's all the signs kept saying.
Weird.
Yeah.
Is there steps going down to it?
No, it was on the third floor.
That would have been even better.
We took the elevator up to it.
Oh.
And
That's completely backwards.
Yeah, but he was in step down. So we went and talked to him, and he was actually in pretty good spirits. It was a little later when we went, so I think he was getting ready to go to bed.
Yep.
We talked to him for about 30 or 40 minutes, and I made sure he was alive. And
well, good. I'm going to try to go see him in the next couple days.
Yeah, I was going to maybe go.
Well, when you go, stop by and get me.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, maybe we'll go back Monday.
Did you know you had your taillights are out? Your one taillights out?
That's my dad's truck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know it's out.
Okay, just making sure. I was following you back here.
Yeah, but anyway, so it's us this week. We need to get into the smoke before we get going.
We do. This is Smoke brought to you by My Monthly Cigars and fucking good coffee.
My Monthly
Mr.
Cigars.
Nick G over there.
My Monthly
sending us
Cigars.
Goodies every month, which this is kind of a...
He wants me to write him a jingle.
Oh, I bet he does.
I'm going to start it.
Yep, this is kind of an on-the-fly episode because we are coming back from the soft opening of Louie's Barbecue Supply Co. So we're kind of just smoking what we have with us. This week,
this is our bullshit episode.
Yeah, this is our bullshit episode. We're just hanging out.
You guys haven't had one in a while, so we're doing it.
Yep, in lieu of Scott being in recovery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
am smoking a Drew Estates Mystery Cigar, September 2022. Which I have no idea what it is.
Are you sure it was Drew Estate?
Yeah.
Did it say it on the package?
Yeah, it was a black package with the bridge across and said Drew Estates.
Well, because,
And it is not a sweet cigar by any means, so don't be jealous.
No, they make several that are not, because they make tons of cigars.
I wonder if this was like one of their cooperative
That's what I was saying is
projects.
If it said Drew Estates on it, but who knows. I am smoking a nice... This is also Drew Estates. It's an Acid, the Continental.
Yeah.
Compliments of my friend here,
Yep,
Dave.
your best friend Dave.
My best friend Dave.
Yep.
I can say that
You're
now
welcome.
because Scott's not here.
You still can anyway.
You guys are mean to me.
No, I'm the nicer one.
The Continental.
Scott's brutal, man.
You got this at, what's the name of the shop? Because I researched it.
Smoker Friendly, right?
Yeah, I think it was Smokers Friendly.
Yep.
Acid, or Drew Estates, makes this cigar exclusively for that store.
Yep.
The owner of those stores have a deal set up, and that's the only place you can get it. So this is my first one of these.
It's a pretty nice little store. It's a little tiny deal. A little humidor, but they have a lot of good stuff packed in there.
And it's in Cape Girardeau, the one you went to.
Yep. Very good prices.
You can go back and get me a box of these for Christmas.
Okay.
I like it so far.
I'll leave it here at this house.
No.
No, you don't want me to leave it here?
I'll be out of here by then.
I know.
Well.
Just call and ask them. I'm sure it'll be here.
So, what have you been up to?
I've been up to a lot of things, man. My last day at my other job was yesterday, so I am currently jobless until Monday.
Then we start at Chippendales.
Yep. Start my OnlyFans account. It goes live Monday.
Have you seen all that crap? It's been all over Facebook, and I've seen some other ads where there's like a teacher at a school or something. And
yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's more than one.
Well, that's the thing I saw this morning. They found out another teacher was at that, and they're all. She was basically saying she was making more money on OnlyFans.
Well, hell yeah.
Well, yeah, but she was trying to keep both, I guess, and so they wanted her to quit. I mean, just in a nutshell, are you? If you found that out, let's just say in your kid's school, that your kid's teacher was on OnlyFans, would you automatically say, "Well, she can't be my kid's teacher"?
No. As long as she keeps that separate, that's her business. Like,
exactly.
How many of our teachers do you think were strippers and bartenders?
I can promise you none of mine.
Well,
remember, I went to Christian
that's
school.
true. Well, that's probably even worse, man. They were doing way dirtier stuff than OnlyFans, I'm sure. I don't know that for sure. I just said that.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh,
are you looking up that you're...
No, I actually had got a text from my wife, sorry, and I read it, and I don't think she meant to send that to me.
No, probably not. Probably to her other boyfriend.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
that's what they do.
So, well, okay, we haven't done anything. Let's get into that. We did just leave Louie's Barbecue Supply.
We did. Yep.
Company.
Today was their soft opening.
Yep. And
it's a fantastic little store. It is also packed full of goodness.
It is. It's a small building, but he's got quite a bit in there, and there's more to come.
And more to come. I'm sure there's plenty of room to add more stuff. Just line the walls.
Yeah.
Would be my recommendation. Just pack that baby full, man. But
pack it in there.
It was all like the best stuff.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah. He's getting a lot, and he had the cookers in there. They last time I think it said he set up with Smoker Brothers.
Okay.
Pellet grill. That's where those pellet grills came from.
Oh, yeah.
Those are one out of Cape.
Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 in there.
Mm-hmm. And he had the ones in the back, too.
Those are the big ones in the back.
The big ones in the back, yeah.
That's a pretty good design for a pellet cooker, man.
They're nice.
The hopper's in the front, and the lid is the shelf.
Yeah.
That's genius, man. You don't have anything in back taking up space.
Yeah, like mine's over to the side. And
it makes it super wide.
Yeah, it makes it wider, and I mean,
And you still have the shelf in the front.
Yeah, my shelf flips up, and then I have a shelf on the other side, so it's really long. But also, I mean, I got the bigger cooker. But
yeah, that would be a contender if I were to buy a pellet cooker. It's one of those probably.
Those are nice, and I've never cooked on one. We were talking to him. That company does the indoor cook. In what do you say the dates were?
January 12th and 13th
in Cape Girardeau at the Show Me
Center. It didn't say where exactly, but it's always at the Show Me Center.
I think it's at the Show Me Center. It's an indoor barbecue competition, and they only cook on their, I believe, only on those grills.
Then the competitors have the option to buy them at a discount afterwards.
Yeah. Okay.
If anybody's interested.
If anybody's interested, so you can compete and then buy them at a discount. And I think the winner, of course, wins one.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
I'm really wanting to go to that.
Right.
I think that'd be neat.
We're going.
I mean, just think of an indoor. Yeah, Scott went last year just to walk around. He said it smelled very good.
I don't have to worry about working Saturdays anymore, so I'm game, man. All in.
All in. Well, we'll do it. Well, but we saw some of our friends there at Louie's Barbecue Supply. We're coming
we were there probably, an hour, and probably...
a little over,
10 people came in and out,
which he was getting the business, and I think the longer it's there and the more the word gets out, it's going to
definitely
go. Justin and Lindell were in there, and Scott Macedo. Several friends were coming.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Bill Clinton was wanting to make a appearance, but him and the Secret Service couldn't get it lined up.
He came and saw me at the flea market last week.
He did? Yeah, you got to meet him. I still have never got to meet him.
Oh, yeah, he hung out for a minute.
Do you think he likes you more than me now, though?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure most of our listeners do.
No. Our listeners love me.
They just tell you that to appease you.
Nobody's even ever told me that. I just know that. It's like Pat Sajak knows
just saying.
He's the star of the show.
It might be a sign.
No. Nobody's ever said it to me. I know.
I bet we get our My Monthly box in this coming week, possibly.
Ooh. More treats.
Yep, my Robusto box. With 4 new cigars to add to the arsenal.
We both get the Robusto box.
We do.
$29.99.
Yep.
I always forget that.
Yep. Scott gets the El
Presidente,
which is 2 of each of those cigars to Michael out there.
Yeah.
Missed that on the last episode.
Yeah.
Get 8 total cigars, 2 of each of the 4 for the month.
He is fancy like that, Michael. He likes to get the bougie things.
He does. He's
like, you guys get 4? Well, I'm going to get 8.
Yeah. Fuck you guys. I'm getting more than you.
Mm-hmm. the good thing is
he's always flaunting it that he has one more to smoke.
Yeah, but the thing is he is in the hospital, and I happen to have a key to where the cigars are at.
So he gets 2 of each. There's 2 of us.
Happens to be 2 of us.
Weird how that works out.
So this month we will get 2.
That's great news. I like that.
I like that. I like that.
Oh, that's great.
We love you, Scott. We'll smoke your cigars.
Yeah, only for you. We're looking out for you. We don't want them to go to waste or dry out.
No.
We got your back, buddy.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll listen to this in the hospital. I'm sure. Probably not.
Now, remember, you're not supposed to use your phone in the hospital. It's like an airplane.
Well, I mean, some places you can in the hospital. Like
you can.
Probably not in the ICU.
I used mine. He was using his last night.
We'll see. Maybe he will.
He's been texting us every once in a while.
Yeah, he hopped on there to call us names.
He was telling me last night that, like, on the day of the surgery or whatever, that he said they were wheeling him back, you know. And he said on the way back, the anesthesiologist, I guess, whatever, gave him something. He said, this is just going to relax you. And he said, I took it, and he said, I don't even remember going into surgery. He goes, it relaxed me. He goes,
relaxed him.
He goes, literally the next thing I remember,
crazy.
He goes, I can remember the guy saying this is going to help relax you, and he said the next thing I remember is being in the room and they're going, hey Scott,
wake up,
wake up, and he said he woke up and they're like, it's 9:30 at night, and he was like, holy crap,
what?
Yeah, and he was like, I don't remember anything.
Who are you?
Yeah, he goes, I don't even remember going in.
Why are you touching me there?
Why am I naked? Yeah.
Oh,
Cole went with me, my youngest one, to see him last night, and we were sitting there, and Cole was being real quiet, and he's like, how you doing, Scott? He's like, good, or something, blah, blah, blah. And, like, after a while, Cole goes, or no, he said something about, he had to go to the bathroom, he had the little jug there, and I said, you don't have a catheter in? He said, no, I'm going in the jug, or whatever, and I get up.
That's the worst, dude. Yeah. I hated that.
Yeah, and I said, what about if you have to take a shit? And he said, well, I haven't had to take any. He goes, I haven't ate since, Monday, and
it'll be a couple days.
It'll be a couple days, and I said, well, you had all that stuff, and he goes, yeah. He goes, I might end up just crapping on myself. And Cole was sitting there listening, and he goes, are you wearing a diaper just in case you do? And Scott laughed. He goes, no, but that's a good idea. I might need to put one on. He said, right now, he goes, it could probably fall out, and I wouldn't know.
He probably usually does. He's pretty old.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just in case.
He could start wearing those Depends things.
Yep.
He could even get like the fancy gray package where it shows the guy, like out playing golf.
Yeah, the active.
Yeah, the active Depends. That would he could wear those.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't want him. I won't even give those big puffy ones. Like
they hang out of the top of your pants.
Yeah,
like a little ruffle.
But when we go see him, that's what we'll take him. We'll get him some Depends.
Oh yes, we're gonna do that. I can't wait.
Oh, this is definitely a bullshit one because we're already off the rails.
Yeah, no telling where this one's going to go.
We forgot to finish the ad for my monthly. Sorry about that, Nick.
We just did.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I had messed up.
We came back around.
We're circled back around.
Yeah.
We got talking about shit and
that's right.
Ended up back.
There we go.
There we go.
That's usually the prompt.
Yep, that was.
On other podcasts. On
other one.
So kind of just jumped right into it.
So, but this week, like we said, we don't have a rub down.
No, but I bought some rubs.
You did. You bought quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah, I bought a bag full of stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember what all I bought.
I bought 4 or 5 different.
Hardcore Carnivore Black.
Now we did that on the ribeye. Yeah, that was a good one.
I bought.
You bought the heavy smoke, but you bought
heavy smoke, but the lighter
white
one for like chicken. Mm-hmm. And
that heavy smoke was good.
It was good. So was the Hardcore Carnivore, man. Then I got, what else did I get, man? The Jolly Roger Black.
Yeah, we still got to review that one.
It's called Jolly Roger something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember. It's like jalapeno and whatever. It's supposed to be really good. My buddy Ryan tried that on a brisket a couple weeks ago.
That's the one that when I was at Aaron does the heavy smoke and that on a brisket.
Yeah.
He said he does both those and it's really good.
Yep. We're going to have to try that. Yep. I have a hat on because we're sitting in the sun for maybe the last time this year. You never know.
It'll end up being like 80 on Christmas.
It probably will be, man. I remember way back when. I was probably like 17, 18 maybe, when I lived at home. We went fishing on Christmas Day, like me and my mom and my brother.
I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. We were here, and it was Christmas Day, and all of us, we walked over to the park and we played basketball.
Yeah.
It was nice. I mean, you know, playing it in T-shirts. But
heck yeah, dude. Joys of Southern Illinois living.
Yep. Welcome.
You could have an inch of ice or wear shorts.
Oh yeah.
Any given day.
You never know.
Never know.
So so your first initial thoughts on Louie's barbecue supply? That was the first time you'd even been to the building, right?
Yeah, my first time in the building.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be pretty nice, but he was even nicer than I thought it was going to be.
Did you understand what I meant when I said you can definitely tell his wife helped him?
Oh yeah,
decorate? She had a hand in all
that. It
that.
had a decorator's touch.
Yeah, it had a decorator's touch.
It wasn't a straight up dude's building.
No, it wasn't.
It's for everybody.
Yeah.
Like you walk in, all the cool gift baskets are right there,
ready for Christmas.
and there were some really nice ones too.
Yep.
I was eyeballing the one with the Blues Hog, different barbecue sauces.
Yep. Then they range in different prices and stuff. You can
Yeah.
go the smaller ones all the way up to the big ones, and she'll make any size you want.
Yeah, that's what I like the most, of course, for everyone. Their prices are competitive. Like we have a couple places around here that we pop in if we need something, and they're priced through the freaking roof, man.
Yep.
But that place is not. They had great prices, great product. It's aesthetically pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little decoration job.
It was, and he's
Her
going to
name Julie, is that right?
Her name is Julie.
Yeah.
Aaron and Julie.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go.
And they were there.
Thanks, Julie, for making it pretty in there.
Yeah. Put that rug down and everything. He didn't pick out that rug.
No.
That was very nice.
There's some nice antique-looking tables, and
it looks good.
it does. It looks very good.
I like that bar that has the cash register. You know what I mean? You kind of just sit up there, and I liked that is all of us sitting around talking about comps and just everything.
Yep.
Hunting.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah. He needs to get he had like sodas and stuff in there. He'll have to end up having like a coffee pot.
Yeah, he should have a coffee pot because guys will sit there and drink coffee and buy some barbecue rubs. That's what'll happen.
Well, hopefully. You'll have that guy that comes in and just drinks coffee and goes home.
Well, he should have, free coffee with a purchase.
Yeah.
Or something.
I like that.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I
understand.
Cool.
But he said he's going to, probably after Christmas or something, after the New Year, I guess, have a grand opening.
Yep. That's when we're going to try to record.
We're going to record an episode there.
Hopefully it's nice enough to where the back patio's done and we can record out there.
Record out there. And
we got to have the smoke.
Yeah. Well, we can record in front, whichever. We'll do it, but we'll do it somewhere.
We could record out front for everybody to see, just going by.
Hey, it would
waving at them.
It would draw people in.
That would.
Yeah.
But, ooh, they're gross. They're smoking cigars.
Ooh.
Yuck, I'm going to Hardee's instead. Gross.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite fast food joint while we're on the subject?
Oh, my least favorite fast food joint. You mean, I'm trying to, does like KFC count as fast food?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really don't like KFC.
You don't like KFC?
No.
KFC's pretty good, man.
I don't like KFC. Don't ask me my least favorite and argue with me.
I'm not arguing. I'm just stating my opinion.
Because if you consider that fast food, I guess that. I mean, just off the
you
top
can
of my
go
head,
through the drive-through and ride away with chicken.
Yeah,
so
that's the thing. Food. I mean, I guess so. I mean, other than that, I mean, like I'm not. I don't know too many people out there who are. I'm not a huge McDonald's fan, but I'll eat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's steady though. It's always there. It's always okay.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, it's very, very consistent with McDonald's. I'll give them that.
And
it's not the greatest food.
They're very fast.
Yes,
I don't know
especially
why,
the Heron one.
I don't know why every other place hasn't figured that out yet. McDonald's can whip 50 people through the drive-thru in 20 minutes.
Yep, I've been there many times with that drive-thru backed all the way around to 148, and
it doesn't matter.
It don't matter. You'll get through.
You know why? Because they use both windows. Everywhere else has two windows, and they opt not to use them.
Yep. And the Johnson City one's pretty quick because they're all around here. They're all owned by
Carterville's fast.
Yep.
Every one of them.
And because they've got it down.
Yep. They know the formula. My least favorite place is Hardee's. Unfortunately.
And I guess I was just thinking food-wise. Like Hardee's, if you get it cooked right and good, Hardee's has some good food, especially their breakfast.
Well, I imagine it could be, but I haven't got good food from there. The last 10 times I've been, probably.
Well, and they've definitely, I will say, they have went down over the years. Went downhill. It used to be a lot better.
There are no standards there, I don't think. Which, that can lead us right into a tale from the finance company. Just jogging my memory.
There you go. Mixing it up today.
So, back when I worked there, I worked with my friend Mel. I won't give her full name just because.
What's her address?
Well, I'm just Just play. She doesn't live too far from me.
Neighbors, neighbors, 2 doors down.
That's right. Yep, Social Security 456. No. But we would have to go out and collect money. And, if it came down to it, we would have to go to their jobs and everything.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, man. Like, wherever they might be. Like, if they're getting groceries at Walmart, we would go to Walmart, try to catch them. For real.
And just walk up and say, hey, I'm from blah,
Yep, you
blah.
just walk right up, be like, hey, I'm Dave from World Finance. You owe me $76 or whatever it might be.
And my company has spent $89
Yeah, exactly.
running me around to get the 76 from you.
Yeah,
That's
for real.
So crazy.
So we had a customer that worked at Hardee's. Well, we had quite a few customers that worked at Hardee's, just so you know, which might play into the reason why I don't like them so much.
Yes.
But Melanie just got it in her head that she was going to get this payment. Like, if it was the last thing she did, she was going to get it. So she probably went there 8 times in a week. Like, and she would go there and just stand there. And they'd try the bullshit, you're not a customer, you got to go. So she'd order a soda and stand there or sit at the table and just stare at the person. Like, you're going to pay me or I'm not going anywhere.
Did they pay him?
I don't think so. But it finally got so bad, it was probably a couple weeks later that the district manager was working that day when she went, and they banned her from Hardee's. Indefinitely.
And this is the Heron?
Yeah.
Heron?
And so I don't know if she can still go there. Or
she has to wear a wig and
yeah,
fake
like one of those fake noses with the glasses.
Oh, yes, I will take the Frisco milk, please.
But yeah, they actually banned all of us. All the employees at World Finance in this town were banned. So it was great.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, it's been long enough. It was World Finance.
Yeah,
just so
whatever.
everybody knows. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Like, so was there ever a point, like, let's say a person got down to where they owed $20, would you still chase them for the $20? Or, I mean, was there ever, like, I know, like, hospitals.
We didn't really get down to that.
They'll get to where they just screw it. It's
not really when it gets down to that point, they're 3 payments behind. That's typically what it was. They were, 3 months behind, and they would charge off, and you just write it off to bad debt, which affected our paychecks, which is why it was such a big deal. It was a pretty good, significant amount, especially for the management. Like, it would be thousands of dollars that they could possibly get paid if they got down to a certain number in delinquency dollars.
Yeah.
So, and then for us, it was like $300, which is quite a bit of money 10, 15 years ago.
But so they owe $300. But I'm just saying, like, if somebody got down and they owned $20 on their loan or whatever.
Well, it wouldn't be that. Like, they would be like, they wouldn't just come in.
Because
they wouldn't come in and pay anyway. If they were that far behind, they would either pay it out or they just would never come back.
And those you just basically write them off.
Yeah.
Send it to collections, which.
There was no sending it to collections. We were the collections.
Oh. So literally, if you never got the money, it just got wrote off, basically.
Yep. Just went on their credit report.
In the grand scheme of things, you guys had already made your money back most of the time at that point.
I'd probably say about 50% of the time. Because,
everybody knows, it's high interest.
If they're going to get in that situation, they're going to get in that early. They might make a payment. We had a lot of people that would make like a payment and then never come back, and quite a few that would just not ever come back. Like, we had people that would get a loan and move the next day to like freaking Oklahoma or something.
So you just have to write that off.
Yep.
Just chuck it up to gone, huh?
Yep, that's just what it was, man.
Because they got that World Finance. It's worldwide, right? I mean, nationwide anyway? Or is it?
I think when I worked there, we were in like 14 states or something, and I think they're in even more states now.
I didn't know if it was something.
There's a lot less offices now, but
if I got a loan here and moved to Missouri, and you found that out, could you call the Missouri office and say, hey?
You could ask them. I don't know if they would take their time because it doesn't affect their paycheck.
It doesn't affect that. Okay.
But if they were a good paying customer, they could transfer the loan over there.
Oh, okay, to that one.
Which was a weird deal because that office would just cut a check to your office and mail you the check. It was an odd deal.
Oh, like every month?
Like they would buy their loan from you.
Oh, but they would mail you a check for the whole amount.
Yeah.
Okay, so your books were okay. All right, I see what you're saying. Well.
Yeah, so sometimes that was a great thing. Like if it was somebody we were after for a couple weeks, every payment, buy.
Bye, yeah.
So, yeah.
Go, move, whatever.
Yep. Yeah, I want to know, I'd like to know how many people still have a loan there from when I worked there. I bet there's...
Because they're still open,
a lot. Oh, yeah. Yep, I don't know how many offices they have, but they're still around. And they've opened in a couple other states since then, too, like Indiana. We weren't in Indiana when I worked there.
Well, most of those people are, like we've said, probably, I guess we'll call them repeat customers, repeat offenders or whatever, But, I mean...
Addicts.
Yeah.
Loan addicts.
Yeah. But...
Which me and my friend, one of my friends were talking about this the other day. They're there for a reason. If you need fast money, you can't go to a bank and borrow $1,000.
I mean, you can, but you ain't going to get it.
You
call right now and get it done.
Typically, they're $5,000 or nothing at a bank. So if you just need like $1,000 to do something that you might need to do and pay it back in a couple months, that's great.
They're there for a reason. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Same way with the car place I worked at. They're there for a reason. If you're trying to build credit and nobody will give you a chance.
Yes, you hope you buy.
Or if you've wrecked your credit
Yeah.
with bad decisions and want to start over.
Yes, exactly right.
That's why they're there.
Yes.
But it's the people that don't give a shit that ruins that business. But on the flip side of that, the business is geared towards selling these loans to people and more and more people. Like it's not there.
Tell your friends.
Fundamentally to just kind of be there for people.
We need to get their advertising person to advertise the podcast, and we would get a lot more listeners, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure we would.
We're growing.
We are growing. We're averaging about 100 downloads a week or so, which is great. It's crazy. Who the hell would want to listen to us?
I'm getting to where I'm going to have to start wearing the wig and the fake nose to like Walmart just to do my shopping.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, the fans are...
Dude, last weekend... It was last weekend, the chili cook-off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't recorded since then. So I did go see Scott at the chili cook-off. I was like a freaking celebrity, dude. Like, no joke. Probably 10 people came up, hey, man, I love the podcast. Like, holy shit, you listen to the podcast. That's crazy.
You're just making that up.
No, I'm not either. Like, ask Scott. People were coming up, shaking my hand. I mean, it was...
Can you imagine if
people I kind of knew?
If I had been there...
They would have left.
No.
Yeah.
No, they would have had to call security to try to hold the people back.
I don't know.
I have been checking into like bodyguards and stuff. I want some
have you been?
Big guy to walk by me in a suit, and stuff.
There you go.
Like a celebrity. I'm gonna have to have it. I mean, the people.
Sure.
The fans want some of this.
Yep.
They just want to touch me.
We'll move on past this.
Oh.
But yeah, Bill Clinton had a friend with him that listens to the podcast as well at the flea market. So it was 2 days in a row I was running into people.
Wow.
Super weird.
I guess I should have went to the chili cook-off. I was busy that day.
It was nuts, dude. Like,
I didn't think you'd like it because it's always busy there.
The busy part doesn't bother me, but you couldn't talk to anybody because the music was so loud.
They've had a couple years.
And it's not big.
No,
it's in a little parking lot.
Yeah.
There was... I don't know. What do you think? Like 50 feet long, 100 feet long?
Yeah, we'll say 100 foot long. We'll give it that.
Yeah, we'll say 100 feet long. People are lined up on both sides of it. Yeah. There were like 34 teams this year, I think they said.
Yeah, it's always a
and you couldn't talk like from me to you. You couldn't talk to each other.
I think maybe the first or second year, we went and did it. And it was like that. It was so loud. And like a lot of the people were like, can you tell them to turn? I mean, because you were screaming at each other cooking.
I love loud music.
Yeah, no, they turned it down that year. And then the next year it was okay. But there was a couple of years where it got a little loud.
You can have it to where you can hear it.
Yeah.
And you can be able to talk to people.
You're not in a nightclub.
No, right.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
No. So you want to just be able to, a little ambiance music. Something in the back. Make your soul want to boogie.
Yep. How's your cigar, man?
I like this one. It's definitely different. I will give it that because there's a lot of like
it's a little change up from
their
usuals.
like I love the Big Bang by them. That was my favorite one. And there's not another one like that, but I smoke I think I found it's either like the Windy City or the Plush. You're going to get some of the same notes off of it.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, the smell, it smelled like an acid, but it's different taste. I like it. I'll definitely buy more when I go down there.
Yeah.
Or when you get me that box.
Yeah. I should have bought myself one. I don't know why I didn't.
I wish you had. I would have took it.
Yeah, I know. I still don't know what this cigar is. I'm wondering if it's one of their undercrowns. It's pretty hardcore.
I bet that's what it was.
It's either that or like a collaboration with another cigar, because they do that often.
If it's strong, like you're saying, I bet it's all their undercrowns.
Don't they do one with Rocky Patel also?
Well, like for Rocky Patel, they do all the Javas,
yeah,
and stuff like that.
So no telling what it is. It's very good though. It's got a couple years age on it too, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, it is pretty good. Well, I guess go ahead and cue me up there.
Is it your time? Your time to shine?
My time to shine. I mean, I'll be honest.
Ta-da.
I kind of did that, and I don't really have what. Did you see that?
Premature.
Bill Clinton. He put on there where me and Scott could go skydiving. He said there was a place like in Centralia.
Yeah, there is. That's where my friend.
I actually had Googled it. I think that night after we had recorded, and I found somewhere. It was in about 2 or 3 hour drive that you could do it, and it was like $300 a person or something.
Yep.
Yeah. I've always wanted to skydive, but I get even more excited, more tickled, just seeing Scott. Because the funny thing is what I'm picturing is like, because you go tandem, you're strapped somebody. Yeah. What I really
Scott's
hope,
going to be like a foot and a half taller
than
the other
exactly.
person.
Scott's 6'4", and I'm really hoping like
the other guy's face is between his shoulder blades.
I hope the other guy's like 5'5" or something. All right, buddy, come on, strap on my chest. We're going to jump out of this plane.
Come on, little buddy. We're going to do this. You can do it.
Talk about having a boat anchor. Do you jump out, Scott?
No
first?
Joke, man.
That guy would be like, "This is a mistake."
Yeah.
I wonder if they tried.
I quit.
I wonder if you can't do that. Like, if there's a certain way where if say he was 5'6" and Scott's 6'4", if people like, well, I can't jump with you.
I don't know. They might be able to position themselves differently.
I really want you to go with us.
I'll go up in the plane.
No,
watch you guys jump out.
I want you to jump out with us.
No, I'm not doing that.
I wonder if they could let us all three do it together. Like they could tie us together.
Jeez.
And then just one guy on whoever's the last one.
Then if something went wrong, people won't have this podcast anymore to listen to on their way to work.
They would have this podcast until something happens to you. If something happens to you, me and Scott don't even know how to turn that.
You better protect your best asset here, buddy.
Me and Scott don't even know how to turn that board on.
Yep,
I know where my button's at, and that's it. I know how to hook up the mics.
Yep. I've got it down. Got the sounding pretty good. Quality's there. I like it. I'm happy with it.
So, would you rather, this week's Would You Rather, I'm going to go with that. That board kind of made me think of it.
Okay.
Would you rather, if you had to work in the news industry.
The news industry.
Okay, yeah. Would you rather be a news, I don't know what, news, I don't know what's it called, like news anchor, what's the guy that talks, like Dan Rathers? What would he be?
An anchor, yeah.
News anchor? Would you rather be a news anchor, or would you rather be the journalist?
Because
a lot of the journalists get no fame, and I know, but it's just, they do a lot of the hands-on, Would you rather be sitting there like Dan Rathers getting it through an earpiece of the guy on the ground in the war zone, or would you rather be the guy in the war zone
I think
reporting to him?
Before I started doing Comic-Cons and this podcast, I would be the journalist, because I was never one to go out of my way to talk to people or anything like that. But now, I think I've really came out of my shell over the last 10 years or so.
Yeah, you kind of stuck your head out like a little turtle.
Yep. And so now I think I would want to be the anchor. Like, I think I have a pretty good personality. Would come across, and then I would give the news some character.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you wear that
I
hat?
wouldn't I might wear this hat. You never know. I got my fishing hat on so my head doesn't burn.
I'm going to have to take a picture of that for the listeners.
You should.
I'm going to put that up. But that'll be this week's episode.
There you go.
That's just this week's picture.
That'd be great. This is going to be a good one. I wish I had one of those sausages still. Have that hanging around.
We'll just get it in here. There we go.
Yep.
There we go. That'll
You
be
guys
this
heard
week's.
it happen.
You heard it happen when you see it come out this week.
How about you?
So you'd be.
I know you would want to be the face. I know you wouldn't want to be the journalist. You'd want to be like the weather lady.
No, and and this is complete honesty, I'm only going off of it because of the movies you watch, like these news journalists, getting the story behind the CIA, blah, blah. And so for that fact, I think I would want to be the journalist.
You'd probably have to go back to school to learn how to write, man. Just being honest with you.
Oh, I would, definitely. I'll be the first one to admit that, English was... And that was my thing in school, like my English teacher. Well, what if, what if you become a writer? And I was in school. I'm like, I can promise you, I'm not going to become a writer.
No joke.
I promise. And that was one of my biggest, and still is one of my things with school. Is we're getting off here, but we've answered the thing. Is I believe, and I've always said this, that like I used to say in high school, okay, you learn everything from kindergarten to 8th grade, and I always used to say, really, for the most part, you've learned everything you need to know from kindergarten to 8th grade.
Yeah, to get by basically.
To get by basically and live in the world. From 9th grade to 12th grade, you learn all that extra stuff. And like a lot of the English, like me, and maybe some kids are different and life changes, you never know. But like I knew from 3rd grade, I knew to my senior year, I was not going to be a writer.
Yeah.
I had no interest in that.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
I didn't like reading books.
I like to write every now and again, but...
See, I don't. I'll write grocery lists, and that's it.
Yeah.
Or things I have to do. And that's just because
I enjoyed doing it when I had to do it for school.
See, I did.
But I never did it as a hobby
at
all.
I won't lie, I always just paid some smart kid to write the paper for me.
See, that takes some smarts, man.
Yeah.
Something you learned in grade school.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Like, I saw it was like a meme on Facebook the other day. It was 2 carrots. Like, it showed above ground and below ground. Like, you had your stalk up top, and one of them was a couple inches tall. And it said, this is, people without a degree. And then there's a giant carrot underground. Yeah. And then the other one was like a tiny little carrot with a huge stalk above ground. Yeah. And that was the person with the degree. Yeah. Which I totally agree with that.
Yeah. Because we've talked about that 100 times and using you as an example. Mm-hmm. That you got these people that, and nothing against them, that have the graphic design degree. You could do just as much or more than any of them. Right. Probably more than most of them. I
totally agree with that. I don't usually brag on myself.
No, I'll brag for you. You can do it, but just because you didn't go to school and have that, this company won't hire you.
Exactly.
Well, we have to have that. It's like, man, give me a week in this job.
Yeah, just show me what you want done. I
almost wish you were in the situation where you could go in and be like, I'll work a month for free.
I know.
And if you don't like me, then I'll leave.
Yep.
If I can't do everything you want me to do.
Right. No, I totally agree with that, and there's
why
nothing more valuable than experience.
Exactly, and that's
you
why
can't get a marine biology degree and run a hospital.
Nope.
But people are doing it.
Yep. Exactly.
People that aren't even majors in healthcare are running healthcare establishments, and all kinds of places. Like my old job, for instance, like the guy that's one of the higher ups. It's in charge. I worked for a local transportation company. I've never said that before. Yeah. Like I was a scheduler. We would schedule bus pickups, take them there, and one of the guys higher up that created the routes for the buses prior to that sold shoes. Yeah. Like what are you bringing to the table, man? Like, I don't know. You need some experience to do that. And there were many other people that worked for that company that could make a much better route, way more efficient. It just made no sense. And I liked the guy. He was fine. But I mean,
and how many people like my 2 oldest ones going to college? I think I want to do this. And also that's the thing is when you're freaking 18, 19 years old. I mean, some people automatically know, okay, I want to do this. I want to be. You have those people that even when they were 18, I want to be in the military or I want to be a cop. I know that's what I want to be, But for the most part, when you were 18 years old, did you know all I wanted to do was have fun? Yeah. I mean, but I told Mitchell, I said, how many people that go and spend 4, plus years, some longer, that then, okay, 20 years down the road, they're doing something completely different.
Yep. I know, man. It's crazy. Like, I'm a full believer in you can make money however you want to. You just have to figure out how. You know what I mean? I've been trying to teach my kid that. Like, we're kind of asking him here and there what he wants to do, and he doesn't know. And who does when you're 15 years old? Yeah. It's rarely ever what you plan on doing.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what, man? Like, from the experiments I've been doing in the last few years, you could make money in any way you want. You just have to figure out how to do it.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, I joke, and people will say, oh, you know, when you ask a kid, and this is the honest truth, from the time I can remember, you know, we'll say 8 or 9, till now, and when everybody asks you, you know, when I was in school, well, what do you want to do after school? What do you want to be when you grow up? You know what my answer was every time, and it still is?
What?
I want to be rich.
Yeah.
That's it. I was like, I didn't really, you know, care. I remember being younger, and like you learn, oh, doctors are usually rich or lawyer. I'm like, well, I'll do that if.
But are they rich though?
I mean, that's the thing. It's
probably
not all,
up to their assholes in debt.
Yes,
and never home.
Well, and that's the thing is, I've talked to a doctor before, and I've actually talked to a lawyer, and the doctor was the one that said, everybody, he goes, everybody lives paycheck to paycheck. He goes, my paychecks are just a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. It's just, you know.
Yeah,
they can afford to make bigger payments than
that's
the
really
next guy.
what I've learned over the last few years. Like, you can live as well as you want. You just have to know your limits.
Yeah. I understand. I mean, that's like you didn't know this, but like Michael, our friend, like he actually went to school. He went to clown college. And now he's a lawyer. Michael Franklin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went to clown college, but now he's a lawyer. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect
life
example.
Turns, you know. One drunken night, and he said, you know what, I'm going to be a lawyer tomorrow.
That's funny, because a person I worked with, her and her husband went to clown school, and they were professional clowns for a while, and then he went on to become a police officer.
No.
She schedules buses.
No. See, Michael went to clown college, and now he's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Big fancy lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I've never even seen him wear a suit.
Me neither.
You can't be a lawyer and not wear a suit. I mean, it's just a rule.
Yeah, there you go.
When you pass the bar, I bet he didn't even pass the bar.
There you go, Michael. You got to wear a suit from here on out when you come to the barbecue comps. That'd be some shit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, wear a suit.
Yeah, you can come on the podcast, but not if you're not wearing a suit.
Yep, you got to have a suit on.
Either that or a clown get up.
Yeah.
Pull up in a tiny car. 12 of your friends. It's one of the two. You got to wear a suit or come as a clown.
Sometimes he still wears the big shoes.
Just kidding. I like you just the way you are.
He wears the big shoes to court sometimes. Goes there plopping in. I'm here, Your Honor.
That would be funny. Show up in a rainbow suit with like a big flower that squirts water. That'd be great.
I've always wondered, and one thing I have to ask him, I've always wondered, again, you always see the lawyers, and it's just law and order. Do they actually, like, do this, and you have that moment in court, you know, or like, oh, really? Well, you weren't there? How come I have a picture of you there?
I imagine it's very rare.
Yeah. Like, and then when
it's probably mostly cut and dry.
Yeah, when they get up and actually, you know, like they do their closing statements, and they're talking to the thing, and they do that big elaborate thing. I want to know if lawyers really do that in real life.
I don't know, but I just did a retrohale on this cigar, and I almost passed out. That is hardcore, dude.
See, this retro.
Oh, goodness.
There's not hardly, I will say this has almost no punch.
Really?
I've been retroing all the way through.
Nice mellow. This one definitely has a punch.
No, this one.
You can have one. I got 2 more of these.
I'll try one. I like free cigars.
It's pretty good.
Well, what else we got this week?
My friend Tom, he joined in on one of our posts for the smoking tips.
Oh, yeah, we did have those.
Yep. And we'll use his this week because it's appropriate. He was wondering some pointers on smoking a turkey.
Yes, that's getting right time. Yep.
And I can only speak from my experience, but my experiences have been successful so far. Knock on wood, you know, who knows what could happen this year, but I've smoked a turkey for probably 8 or 10 years in a row now, and I'm just going to tell you how I do it. At first, I wasn't brining them, which now I would recommend brining the turkey. and it just punches in so much more flavor. Even just a simple brine of salt and sugar is great. I think I'm going to make my own brine that I've been using on our chicken that I've developed, and with the chicken stock and onions and garlic and stuff and salt. I think it'll work well in the turkey. I'm having a hard time breathing because that retrohale.
Did you do another one?
No, it's just still there, dude.
Your eyes look like you're swimming over there.
I got some tears coming. But I found a couple rubs that I like, which this year I'm going to use the one we just got at Louie's. Which one? Heavy Smoke?
The Heavy Smoke, the white one?
The white, yep. I'm going to try that for the rub. Maybe a little butter seasoning that I picked up recently, the Bearded Butcher's Butter Blend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of that so far. But, you brine it overnight. I always do overnight. People do it all different times. I think it starts working at like an hour or something, but I always do mine overnight. Make sure you wash it off if you're doing a homemade brine, because the salt will be prevalent there. It's right up front.
Do you use like Dawn when you wash it off?
No, just water. Just run it under some water. Season it heavy. My mother-in-law would always put seasoned butter underneath the skin, and that works amazing. So I've adopted using garlic butter for the injection. You buy all these other injections that you never see them with butter. But to me, that's the only thing that works. Like the oil stays in the meat.
So you just melt it down and then inject with it then?
Yep. Just melt it down with some garlic or whatever you want.
Yeah.
Inject that, and that seems to stay in the meat through the cook. And you tried the turkey.
I will. Yours. And the listeners know I am not a turkey fan. Yours, and I even had yours. I want to say probably it was at least a day, if not a couple days, after you gave me some.
It was probably a day after.
It was good. It was.
It's probably a couple days after.
And it was just cold right out of the fridge.
Yeah,
I liked it, and you sent me home.
Yeah, the butter, oil, whatever you want to use, seems to stay better than the water-based stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't care about injections. That doesn't do anything for me when it's just the water mixture.
Yeah, you've said that before.
Yeah, to me, you might get a little of the seasoning stay in the meat, but the moisture doesn't stay in the meat.
Well, then let me ask you this. This problem, like when we've injected our butts and stuff before, have you ever, what if we did like a brisket or a butt with the butter?
I think it would be the way to go. Honestly do. Like with that unsalted I would go with, but with the turkey, I always use salted butter.
Yeah.
That way you get the flavor to stay.
Just for their listening, that's what he asked about the turkey. So go through your little process real quick of your smoking your turkey.
Yep. So far you brine it, wash it off, season it, inject it if you want to inject it. I recommend using butter as an injection with some kind of seasoning, or do whatever you want with that step. I've done them as a whole turkey, which is a little harder to do because there's a lot of meat mass. Now I spatchcock the turkey, you cut the backbone out, and you kind of butterfly it open. And I will let that cook with the bone side down, meat side up, skin up. And I've cooked it with bacon over it, all kinds of different ways. It all kind of turns out the same.
Have you ever draped like human skin over it?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
No. But the most crucial part is your temperature. With birds, I cook at least 300 degrees, if not 350, because you want it to be higher. You don't want the meat hanging out in that danger zone for too long. But if you spatchcock it, it's a nice level cook. Always cook it away from the fire, indirect heat. That way you don't burn your seasonings or anything like that. You don't burn the skin. You don't get any of the char on there. You don't want that with a smoked turkey. Then a certain way through it, when the drumsticks and the thighs are done, I always cut them away from the breast and the wings and cook those separately. Then the part of the breast that's deep in there, that's covered up by the thighs, it gets a good cook on it, because that's always the last part to get done. So that's what I recommend doing, separating those at a certain point. Whenever that is you want to do it, it can be whenever. You can start them off that way. Just pull them off at different times. But The dark meat, I like to get up in the 180 or so.
Yeah.
Or even higher. You can cook the dark meat. That's when the tendons and crap starts breaking down in the legs and all that good stuff. But the breast meat, you want to be like 160. Take it off and rest. It'll come up to 165 and be just as juicy as ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. I can't wait to cook some turkey.
Well, and what you just said is, and I've had to even learn this over the years of, sometimes when you're grilling or cooking something and you're like, well, I got to get to 145, or I've got to, this chicken's got to get to 165 or something to cook. Like, used to, when I first started cooking, I would leave it on there until it hit 165.
Yeah, it'll keep cooking.
And that's the thing. You're like, well, I got to get, and then you pull it off. And I think, and I've done it before, especially with chicken, like cooking it to 165, and then, you touch that and boom, you're at you can get 170 real quick,
mm-hmm.
and it will get drier. And so you pull it off, and it really does. It took me a long time to actually believe that.
Yeah,
and,
it's
and
a
realize
world of difference.
That if you want in 165, pulled it. I mean, I've even pulled it like 157, 158.
Yeah.
Pull it off, and it will.
You could do that and tent it with some foil, and it'll just keep cooking.
Yep.
But yeah,
I do like chicken thighs a lot. I love chicken thighs, and so I'll pull those off, and then have a tray there, and just put it, and then put it. I usually pull them about as long as they hit like 157, 158, I'll pull them and put them on there, and then wrap them with aluminum foil and then let it sit.
Yep. The other touch that I do after everything's done, I'll put the dark meat over the fire, directly bone side down, and get that grill where it was connected. Make sure everything's good and done in the dark meat. Because you can't really overcook the dark meat. It's very forgiving.
Yeah, it is.
And if it's a little drier than you want, put it in some sauce. All good.
Yeah. As Stephanie says, A1 fixes everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if A1 would be good on turkey.
Heck, man. A1 would be good on anything.
Well, real quick, okay, since we're kind of doing this is close to our Thanksgiving one, our friend John Constantine, he had another question, and he said some good sides to smoke with the main course.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that
in
one too.
there.
I like to make... Actually, you go first.
You go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, because I don't really have it on the top of my head.
My favorite side that I have created on the smoker is potato salad. I love it. It's amazing. Everybody loves it. It's a big hit.
That for me.
I'm pretty sure I have, but if I haven't, I'll make it next time. You like potato salad?
Sometimes I don't like the mustard potato salad.
Oh, then you'll like my potato salad.
I like white potato salad.
Yeah, so you'll be a fan. Like I always grill the onions, on the grill, then I'll saute them to make them soft. Set them aside. I always use Yukon Gold potatoes. It's the only potato for me. I cut them into like quarters or, about 3/4 inch chunks. After I smoke the actual potatoes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do it, and grill them in the chunks, but not typically. You don't want too much smoke. I personally like a lot of smoke. You don't. Mm-hmm. So if I were to make it for other people, I would cook the potatoes whole. Get the smoke on the skin, get a nice crusty potato on there. Then take those off. I always use mayonnaise, not Miracle Whip.
No.
A good mayonnaise. About 50-50 with some good sour cream. Sour cream's another thing you can't buy an off-brand of. I always go Daisy. It's my favorite.
Yeah, see, I don't know. That one I would
It's just the consistency, man. Like it's a better.
There are some that are watery.
Yeah, I do not like the watery ones.
Like mainly we buy even just the cheap Walmart, the Great Value one. That one is pretty consistent with Daisy.
I don't like that one.
But the
Kroger one's my least favorite.
That's what I was getting ready to say. The Kroger one's real watery.
It's like a milkshake.
Yes. Yeah, I'm like it's almost like you had good sour cream and just let it sit out for several hours.
That's right. It's already melted.
Yeah. I'm like, I like it thick. The Daisy is good though. Buy that big jug at Sam's.
Yep.
I like that one.
So I always go with a mixture of those two, 50-50, till it's where you want it to be sauce-wise, like wet-wise. And then I add my onions. Damn, son.
All right. That retro went the wrong way.
Travis almost died that time.
Ooh.
Then I always add my favorite barbecue seasoning at the time.
Yes.
Whatever it might be at that point in time.
Something not set to.
Yeah, and it's very simple. Very good.
Yeah.
And it's always best warm.
Yeah.
Serve it warm. And it's pretty good cold too, but warm potato salad off the smoker is the shit.
I was going to say, you kind of took mine, because like one of my favorite sides that I do like that everybody loves, is like my potatoes. And mine, I chop them up, cube them up, and I do it either cubes, like you were saying, or sometimes I'll just take them and actually slice them almost like fried potatoes, like that, but a little bit thicker, and wrap them in aluminum foil and with a ton of butter, and put the seasoning and stuff on them.
Yep.
And just put them on there and let them nice and cook. And then, of course, you got to do some onions in there. Now, if I do them for Justin, his wife Penny loves my potatoes, and Justin likes them, but he doesn't like onions. So I either have to do a batch for him, small with no onions. But you got to have the onions in there and a lot of butter. And then, when you're almost done, just open that puppy up and put a big old bag of cheese, like cheddar cheese over the top of it, and let that steam in there. Oh,
yeah, we do that.
It's good
for big cook-offs and through the summertime. That's an easy side, and in cabbage too. That same way.
Yeah, and you always got to stick, especially like at Thanksgiving stuff, a nice little appetizer, little snack. And I like doing the cream cheese, like we always say.
I'm gonna do that this year.
I like doing that.
I need to grab some of that fired up jelly from
Louie.
Louie's.
Yeah, he had all those in there. That's good jelly. That's very good. That's
the best thing to put on smoked cream cheese.
Yes, I found that exactly. That is.
I've tried a bunch of different things, and that is the one.
And I'll be honest, it's a little more expensive than like a normal.
It's a special occasion
other
jelly.
Pepper jellies, but honestly, that small jar, when you get it, like you can get two bars of cream cheese out of that jar. 2
or 3, yeah.
Yeah, because
you don't want to put a ton on it.
I know it surprised me, because I was like, man, that's one little bit. The jar itself looks small.
Yep. AJ's also carries it. AJ's in Carterville.
It goes a lot smaller.
Yeah, you can buy it at a couple of different places.
But I would go to Louie's.
Louie's has a ton.
Yeah, they have all the flavors.
All 3 of them.
Yeah.
And my favorite one is the strawberry habanero. I don't think I've tried the apple cinnamon one.
I've done the peach one, and I've done this. You're right. The strawberry habanero is probably the best on the cream, but I've done the peach one and the strawberry one. I don't think I've done the other one.
The apple cinnamon one.
Oh, is that the other one? Okay, I've never done that one.
No, I haven't either.
That would probably be good. I
bet it would be.
Ooh, I wonder if you did that.
I might do all 3 for Thanksgiving, and people can tell me which one they like better. Which there's only going to be like 10 people in my place for Thanksgiving this year.
What I was thinking.
I used to have like 30.
Oh, at my mom and dad, there's like 40 of us. Yeah, there's a bunch. What if you did a smoked cream cheese? What's the jelly? Apple cinnamon?
Mm-hmm.
But it's fiery. What if you did a smoked cream cheese? I don't know what you'd put as the base. Maybe like a pecan rub or something sweet. And smoked that, and then when it came out, put the apple cinnamon one over it, and like did it with actual apples.
You could, or graham crackers would be awesome.
Like make almost like a dessert thing.
Oh, that's a great idea, man. Sometimes you have a good idea.
I always have good ideas.
There's one.
I have a notebook inside, wrote down tons of them.
Someday I want to see this notebook.
No.
Is it beside your Would You Rather notebook?
No. Right there's my Would You Rather notebook.
Oh, your phone?
No, my pad of paper. I've had that ever since we've started, and I keep our little notes on
touching back on the skydiving thing, Angie was like, tell Scott not to do that because Travis is ordering the parachutes from Wish.
Well, I told him I was going to order a parachute from Sheen. I was going to have Rebecca get them on Sunday. I actually went in and told her, I said, hey, I need you to order on your Sunday Sheen order. And she's like, yes. Got all excited. And I go, I need you to order me and Scott some parachutes. And she just looked at me and she's like, I thought you were serious. I go, I am. We're a couple of parachutes.
Yeah, unbeknownst to her, he was 100% serious.
Yeah, I was like, get him on Sunday.
So Scott, cut and run, buddy. Don't do it.
No.
Or only use the one that the airplane issues.
One more we'll touch on real quick before we go. We had one more question in there, and I thought it was a good one. Sean Chester, he said, have you ever smoked a salad? That was his question. And he really wanted to know.
Pretty sure I commented on that one.
He wanted to know what my cholesterol level. No, you commented on my cholesterol.
Commented on both of them.
Yeah, have you ever smoked a salad? And funny thing is, I've had a grilled salad.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was ordering a grilled salad.
Grilled salads are pretty damn good.
Because I might have said this before. Me and Scott and the wives, we went for dinner.
Yeah.
And me and Scott both. the waitress had told us, or it was actually the bartender. She said, and just in our head, she said, we went back and thought about it. She said they have a grilled Caesar salad, and both of us just our brains heard grilled chicken Caesar salad. They didn't say it, and even when I looked at the menu, I asked the waitress, I said, "Can I get a menu?" Because I wanted to look and prove myself right, but I proved myself wrong. And it did say grilled Caesar salad.
Did your stomach just sink? You're like, oh, shit.
Like, dang it. I have to write that in the notebook. Today, Travis was wrong, you know. But it was, just the whole stalks of the romaine lettuce. And, and you could see they just...
Yeah, they chop them in half.
They chopped it in half and grilled it.
Face down with some olive oil.
It was
salt
good.
And pepper.
It was really good with some chicken on it.
Yeah. It didn't even have chicken on it?
No, there was no chicken. That was
I would imagine you got to have some chicken also.
No, it was just... There was like 4 stalks of lettuce. It was a fancier restaurant, you know, and the presentation was really pretty on it. Yeah. It was charred, and then they just drizzled the dressing over it.
Did it have radicchio in it? Because a lot of places grill the radicchio to put in there.
No. This had the dressing over it and some, I think, Parmesan cheese or something maybe, and that was it. And they brought it, and I was like, they forgot my chicken. That's why I asked for the menu. Scott kept going, there's supposed to be chicken with that. He goes, how do you have a grilled chicken Caesar salad with no chicken? And I was like, it doesn't say chicken, bud. Just says grilled Caesar salad.
No, look at my notebook. It doesn't say it.
It doesn't say it, but I will give it, it was good. It was good. Was it worth the $24 that I paid for it?
I would say not.
I don't think, but Travis left there wrong and hungry.
A place here in town, which is not here anymore, Geralamo's Pizza they wouldn't grill the actual salad, but they would cook all the toppings, and they were hot, and they would put it on top of the salad. That shit was good too.
Oh, okay.
You had to eat it immediately.
Yeah,
it wasn't a get it and eat it in 20 minutes.
That's the bad thing. There's a lot of good salads out there, but a salad's kind of, especially once you put the dressing on it.
Yeah. You're timed.
You're on a
time limit.
Because I've messed up before, and I love a Caesar salad, and I've made them before for like lunches and stuff, and you put it in it, and then you pull it out, and you're like,
gross.
This lettuce is soggy, and
it's like the stuff that settles in the trash can. It's all liquid.
Yeah, and you're like, I really want to eat it because I paid for it, but
I know.
But you don't.
Oh boy.
Well, that's all the question. They gave us a good list of those. We got some to go off for a while.
Yep.
But we'll keep going. We just touched on a few this week. There's a few more on there, and if you guys got any more, post them up
so
there.
Back to the turkey. The most important part is the temperature you're cooking at. You know, basically anything else is kind of your imagination can run wild. You just want to make sure it's done properly.
This is different, but since I was still on the page, Mandy Baldwin, did you see where she put on there the thing with the steak when we cook it with the torch?
With a torch, yeah.
I kind of want to try that.
I know you do.
Yes. Get a cast iron. Wouldn't that be fun?
Sure, Travis. We can do that.
You really don't think it would be good?
I don't know.
I think you could make it good.
I'm sure you can. A lot of people just throw ribeyes on the coals, which I kind of want to try that too.
Yeah, and I've heard people call it like a cowboy ribeye or something like that. Yeah.
They just knock the charcoal off of it. It's kind of weird looking.
I think that would taste. I'd almost want to take it and rinse in the water to get it off.
The black seasonings we've been using have charcoal in them.
Yeah. But that's filtered charcoal, remember?
Yeah. Oh, well.
This isn't filtered. This is right out of the fire.
I watch a lot of survival-ish things on YouTube, and they catch their fish and whatnot.
Yeah, because
most of the time they cook them right on the coals.
I hate to tell you, Dave, but if we're stranded somewhere,
I'm the guy you want with you.
Yeah, but I mean, you're a goner.
No. People will protect me because I'll be the cook. Yeah, and I know how to build things, so I can make a nice shelter.
You do know how to build things. I will give you that.
I can make us a nice shelter.
You're my go-to handyman.
Yep, I'll be the housewife of the survival group.
I like whenever I text you things. I'm like, have you ever? What was it, the last thing? I said, what about tile? Or have you ever done tile? No, but I want to. Let's do it.
No, tile. I was like, yes, but I don't want to do it again.
Oh,
but I know some guys.
What was I asked you something, and you said no, but I would like to learn. I can't remember. I thought it was tile, like retiling the bathroom or something. And you had said, I haven't done that, but I want to learn. I'm like, I don't know if I want to pay for you to learn.
It was something along those lines.
Yeah, it was something along those lines. I can't remember. I scratched that project.
I did our backsplash tile. It was a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, but you had our
good,
old
though.
one, the sheets, that glass stuff.
Yeah, it was glass.
That's what we had in the old house, yeah. But You're just kind of like the jack of all trades.
Yeah, I really am.
I know.
I know a whole lot of.
But if we're stranded somewhere and we got to like hike through the jungle and stuff, you're a goner. I'm sorry, bud.
No.
You and Scott both are. Scott will be like,
Scott has a
my
bad
knee hurts. This hurts.
See, I can build like a fake leg to get me along. It's fine.
Scott, can you imagine being stranded somewhere with Scott?
He just complained the whole damn time.
He would complain and complain.
Are we fucking done yet?
Yeah, just shoot
me. Can we go home?
Just shoot me.
I'm done. I'm done. This isn't worth it.
This rat you caught is dry, Dave.
I could hear that in Scott's voice.
Oh, yeah, he would do it.
Yeah.
He would complain the whole time. We're like, Scott, we are stranded on a deserted island. Yeah. What do you want us to do?
We've kept you alive for 47 days. What more could we do?
The good thing is we wouldn't really have to worry about him like wanting to watch TV or a movie or something.
No, because he apparently just watches The Wall.
Yeah, apparently.
All day.
And the good thing is I could pretty much just act out any movie I've ever seen for him.
Me and you could,
we'll just
reenact any movie.
We could have theater
ever.
night. We'll have you build us a stage.
Yep.
Yeah, you build a stage.
Build a bamboo
and
stage.
Cook Scott dinner, and then we could get up there and act out like a movie for him.
Yeah. Be like, what's that from, Scott? Shit, I don't know.
It's my first time seeing it.
You guys are geniuses.
Did you write that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. We sure did. Wrote it on a coconut.
Yep.
Oh, hell.
Well, we got anything else this week?
I think that's probably about it.
We probably bored them long enough.
Yep, I'd say so.
But
everybody go see Aaron at Louie's.
Yeah, Aaron at Louie's. I forgot what that other gentleman's name was. There was a guy there working.
Yeah, I don't think he said his name. But ask him his name when you go in.
I will.
Younger fella. Tall guy. And that Gateway smoker they got in there is beautiful. That red one.
Yeah, I do want that red one. I like that red paint on them. I mean, I know it don't matter what color they are. They're all cooked the same.
I wonder if the red kind of burns over time. Which it doesn't matter on a cooker. But when it's that pretty, you don't want it to.
Well, that's the thing is like the Frankenstein one that we had, the barrel that actually, I mean, cooks pretty good for us building it.
It does cook very good.
When we painted that, me and Scott, that's what we were trying to go for. And we wanted that because we liked that red.
Yeah.
And we got that engine red painting it. It's not quite the same.
It's a little off. It's a little darker.
It's a little darker,
more
but
dull.
that just looks good.
Yeah.
And he said they made a blue one. I would like to see that because
the blue ones are nice.
Doc was saying that it was like he's a big blues fan. Like all of his trucks, anything he buys is blues. He's a huge St. Louis blues fan, and his plates say blues. So when he ordered his Gateway, he wanted a blue one because he said it was the St. Louis Blues blue.
Yep.
I'm like, that'd be pretty. I haven't seen that one.
It would be.
I've seen red and silver and black. I think that's the only ones I've really seen.
I've seen an orange one.
You're lying.
No.
You lie a lot.
No.
Oh, well,
anyway,
last thoughts on your cigar there, your mystery cigar.
It's really ramped up. It's hardcore, dude. This is not a Travis cigar.
I'm going to try it.
I'm going to guess this is an undercrown of some sort. I'm going to have to look it up. Yeah, it's heavy duty.
This is nice. I have to say, because we're sitting outside, this Continental, it's kind of one. This is one that I would like to smoke in a lounge, like an indoor control.
Because I've got the full experience.
Yeah, I think I'm losing a lot with the wind. You know, like have you ever smoked a cigar like on the beach?
On the beach, no.
Like me and I always do, and I love going to the beach.
Seems like a waste.
It is, and I always do. But it's very, very relaxing just to sit and do the thing you love, and for me, be at the place I love. I've learned, I'll get a cheap one, a factory, something that I don't care because it's going to be gone.
Right.
You could get a 10 gauge cigar, and it's going to be gone in 30 minutes because the wind is so strong, and you taste nothing on it. It's just the experience of it, and I feel like that's what I'm getting with this. Is there's a little bit too much wind out here.
Yeah, it is a little breezy. It's very nice out.
I want to smoke this again, but in a more controlled environment and try it.
This is the first time we recorded here, and we haven't had any deer come up.
Well, they're sleeping right now. They always about 4 o'clock they'll come up.
Yeah,
that's when
they like to come out at breakfast.
They come out. Yeah, they were here this morning. I saw them, and then they'll come back out this evening. Okay, out. That's when I feed them. But
all right, guys.
Well, guys, go check out Louie's Barbecue Supply.
Yep.
And Heron.
Discount code SBTA at My Monthly Cigars and Fucking Good Coffee.
Yep. Get on there and
order for free shipping on your first order.
That's a great Christmas.
It is a wonderful Christmas.
We're getting into the Christmas season, so I think one of our maybe end of November, one of our for beginning ones. I'll do it here pretty soon. I want to do an episode where we have Christmas ideas.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of wives that listen to this show.
Oh yeah. You know what else is coming up quick? Our 1-year anniversary for the podcast is in the first part of February.
Yeah.
Which is right around the corner.
We technically started recording about now.
About now, yeah. But Travis and Scott had some choice words that I had to edit out of multiple episodes.
Well, we had,
and it was a learning experience.
Do you still have those?
Yes, I do.
And I still think later, like, we should just go ahead and release all of our, because we probably had 6 or 7.
What we could do is just email them to people that request them, possibly. But
we've came a long way from those first ones that we did.
Yeah.
Not that we're any good now, but
no, I mean, at least we can get it done in a couple days.
Because hell, I remember like in the beginning we had one that was like almost 2 hours, something, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was that? It might have actually made it to air. Was it the egg one?
No, no, I don't think.
I don't know.
The egg one did make it to air, but it wasn't that one. That one, I actually remember we didn't even smoke it all the way through because it's like a novelty thing.
Maybe we should get another one this year just to see.
We're on our 1-year anniversary show when we came out. We
got to do something nice.
We'll do something nice.
Yeah, we'll cook a whole damn meal. We'll do it on a Saturday. Cook a whole freaking meal with maybe each one of our favorite rubs. We'll make something different and have the families over. And
I'm going to perfect my sweet cream cheese, my apple cinnamon one I was talking about.
There you go.
I'll have it perfected by then.
You know what would be awesome for Thanksgiving?
What?
Is smoked cream cheese with cranberry sauce. Like,
you lost me there.
See, I kind of like cranberry. I like the
taste.
taste of it, but when it's all... But there's an idea for a side for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Cranberry smoked cream cheese.
If you like cranberries.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds awful.
Well, only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I was going to say something really important.
For you? You still can.
Nope.
There's time.
Nope. I wanted to do it before you push the button.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe next week.
Maybe next week. Guys, check them out. Louie's BBQ. Louie's P&R in here and also, too.
That's right.
Go there and get all your supplies and everything for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I saw them put out the disposable cutting boards while we were there.
Oh, yep. They got them.
That's a must for any outdoor cook, big cook. I need to stock up on those.
Everybody keep remembering Scott. We'll keep you updated on.
Yes, we will.
Whenever he gets out,
maybe if he's out next week, we'll call in.
Yeah, he's going to be out for a few weeks, but we had talked about it before, and he's going to try to be on. He just probably won't. He can't smoke for a while for the healing process and everything.
Right. We don't want anything to affect that.
Yeah.
We want him to get back on his feet.
So we'll
as soon
just smoke.
As possible.
We'll smoke and let him watch us.
Yep.
But until next week, guys, fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer. Bye-bye.